Oh, would you look at that? I guess today is Bring Your Gorilla Boyfriend to Work Day. Readers, today's lesson is about insecurity. And the definition of insecurity is the uncertainty or anxiety about oneself. Lack of confidence. Now, I know what you're thinking. But LaRon, isn't today's lesson usually about bettering yourself? How can we take anything positive away from insecurity? Well, in order for me to answer that question, readers, let's get into the reason why today's lesson is on insecurity to begin with. On June 13th, 2016, a small YouTuber named Emberlab posted a very well done animated teaser trailer to an upcoming fan film of Majora's Mask. A video game that I never played as a kid because I took the console wars of the late 90s and early 2000s seriously. The teaser started going viral and heavily trending on social media starting on July 1st, and countless articles were written about it and the anticipated full feature film. But out of all the articles that were written about the teaser, the one that caught my eye the most was the one written by Destructoid.com, simply titled, "Please don't shut down this beautiful Majora's Mask fan film, Nintendo." Now, ignoring the fact that the title was just ridiculously too long, the message he was trying to come across got me thinking, do companies really do this shit? Like, for real? Turns out they do, and Nintendo's definitely done it in the past. According to IGN back in August of 2013, Nintendo's Digital Millennium Copyright Act shut down a crowdfunding campaign for the Metroid fan film, Metroid: Enemies Within. And at first I was like, I guess that makes sense. They're just protecting their property, right? They might have released a video game around that time. Then I found out that the latest video game released before the fan film was 2010's Metroid: Other M. The newest game, Metroid Prime Federation Force, won't be released until August of this year. Wait a minute, Nintendo. You want to shut down a Kickstarter trying to get funding assistance to make a fan film based on a property they love that you own. But you do nothing with the property not only 3 years beforehand, but 3 more years afterwards? Nintendo, what the fuck? Because I can understand cease and desisting the people who are trying to make a compendium art book on Kickstarter. That's something that the company can actually make themselves. And the people behind the Kickstarter should have went to Nintendo to actually propose the idea to them instead of taking matters into their own hands. But this is a fan film. The creators aren't trying to make money off the property, they're trying to pay homage to the property in the only way that they know that it will last. And nowadays with people's ideas, the only way for that possibility to actually reach fruition is to either ask the company that owns it or ask their fellow fans, which is the more likely option because most of them will actually fucking listen. Now, there isn't really that much information regarding Nintendo's fan film policy outside of, fucking don't. So to get a better understanding, I went to the most recent example of this happening to a fandom that I can find. And wouldn't you know it, I stumbled upon Star Trek. A fandom that I absolutely know fuck about. According to Polygon.com, and thanks to the directors of the new film franchise, J.J. Abrams and Justin Lin, Paramount and CBS dropped a 4-month-old lawsuit against Axanar Productions over the production of a fan film project called Star Trek Axanar, after raising over $1 million for the production between Kickstarter and Indiegogo alone. Since then, Paramount and CBS scripted strict guidelines regarding how fan films should be processed, saying that Star Trek fan films can't be over 30 minutes, and you can't raise over $50K through crowdsourcing in order to make it. The vice president of product development over at CBS states that the reasoning behind it is due to the combination of contributors pitching in for the merchandise and the backer rewards, concern of former Star Trek stars working with fan filmmakers over the projects, and straying away attention from the official Star Trek products, especially with the upcoming release of Star Trek Beyond. So, let me get this straight. Out of concern that attention will stray away from your newly rebooted film series that spent an overall $485 million to make, and that you've received a $368 million return in your investment, You decide to sue a production company that raised a bit over $1 million to create a fan film with the help of previous Star Trek stars, and rewards like patches, badges, posters, and DVD copies of the fan film, and probably set visits and meetups? What could they have done to put your brand in jeopardy, CBS? I mean, I could understand if either your company or the IP were brand new, or if you were an indie content creator and somebody was trying to be the BuzzFeed to your Akilah Hughes. But this is Paramount, this is CBS, this is Nintendo. 2 out of 3 of these companies make stacks on the regular, and shouldn't feel threatened over a motivated group of people that wants to make something in homage to something that they like and that you make, and hide under bullshit paranoia excuses. Because at that point, readers, it's not paranoia anymore. It's insecurity. Which is something we need to take away from these scenarios regarding what not to be. Readers, there are multiple alternate routes that companies could have made with these fan bases outside of just dropping lawsuits all the time. Things like offer them jobs, train them in their craft of choice, back their projects up as a sign of good faith. You know, as a way of saying, thanks for liking this property enough to put your own unique spin to it. Instead, they send them cease and desist letters, when there's even the possibility that somebody can benefit from using part of a title of a video game or an intellectual property. We can't allow ourselves as people to reach that level of insecurity, readers. Because if we do, then all we'll be living for is to try and stop people from constantly trying to be better than us, when all they want to do is just celebrate the things that they like about us. And yes, I know that some insecurities can't be helped because of the way that the body and the brain works and shit, but this can be. Because this is the type of insecurity that's birthed by arrogance, pettiness, jealousy, and greed. And the world would be a lot better if we found a way to cut that out completely. But you know, not punishing fans for being fans is a good start. That's just me though. So readers, your homework assignment for the day. Write in the comment section below any opinions you might have on crowdfunding fan films. Or write in the comment section below if you're looking forward to the Majora's Mask fan film coming out soon. And while you're at it, go ahead and press that subscribe button. After all, it's the one thing you can do and not have to worry about anybody suing your ass over. Unless someone's found a way to do that, then... Anyway, this is Readus 101. Class dismissed.